Hello, my name is
Walter Hartwell White.
After recently trying to escape the geometry that's equivalent to Elo Hell, also known as the Legacy List, I got hit in the face with the harsh reality that levels are getting more difficult faster than I can improve. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy my stay down here. And I believe it was now time for a course correction after the recent insult to my intelligence that was trying to do blast processing infinity. And let me tell you, I've hit the most diabolical lick, NecropoliX. The perfect level to boost my confidence, so I can get back to performing at a tip-top pace. Let's get straight into this funhouse. The beginning of this journey was very unexpected. I got killed by triples and 1-block spike gaps. No way. What do you think happens after the ship? Ha! I guess you didn't see that one coming. Okay, now the level is going to stop using them for a while. Oh shit, that was probably the scariest jump scare in GD. Now, I had a bit of trouble remembering the memory sections, but it wasn't for a lack of practice. It was simply because I had memorized 90% of dialogue in American Psycho, and therefore my brain had now hit its maximum storage capacity. So today's lesson is, there's definite do's and don'ts, good buddy, of wearing a bull striped shirt. The next day I was feeling fresh and got the progress I should have gotten yesterday, and died expectedly at 66. What was unexpected, however, was my next attempt at this section, where the level teased me hard, but I somehow died in this bowl by going too early. I thought this was just a buffer click. Silly me. A couple deaths later and I made it to the blue cube, and you would think that I would have the courtesy to die an honorable death in this event. But even after all of the 1-block spike gaps I squeezed my ass through, I somehow died to a regular triple. Had I just went with blank icons, this wouldn't have happened. By the way, do you remember that time in early 2.1 when creators would add portal spam to make ship parts sync better with the song? Yeah, me neither. However, I definitely do now, as I got unnecessarily frustrated by dying here a few times. Anyway, I now got 82, which is acceptable. But the initial excitement had worn off, and I already felt like moving on. So finishing this level was turning into a struggle. What? No, not a fucking again! In fact, I couldn't even make it to the blue cube the next day. However, a sudden I'm gonna change my life around situation at 2 AM was the thing to restore my motivation. And I now found myself playing GD in the middle of the night. Somehow this worked out and I made some progress. 1% progress. These 3 jumps are actually harder than resisting the urge to drop out of college and go live in the woods, so I'm not even that mad about it. What I was mad about, however, was me dying to this jump 5 times for no reason. I thought I had invented the ball here, because everyone tries to be early on the last couple clicks before, so they can hit the ping orb right away and hold down. This is not really that consistent, so you already know that I went full on Inspector Imbecile on this part. And I discovered that you could hit the ping orb late and just time the next jump, and this is the way I chose to do it. I am not good at showing up early to anything, but I should have just done it the other way. I'm pretty sure that if you woke me up at 3 AM and sat me down on my computer still half asleep, I would be able to do this cube first try. But in a real run, it was just not happening. This was bad news, cause I was kind of expecting to beat this fast and get the tiny squirt of dopamine I needed to sustain myself for the rest of the month. This game has just become an addiction to me at this point. I have to beat extremes to even feel normal now, so come on. Let me through. I need this. Thank you. Holy shit, that took so much longer than it should have. Oh, that feels good to beat it really fast this time. Or today, I mean. Minus 549. That's like attempts I had from over 2 years ago. That's the total attempts. 9,123 attempts right now. In all seriousness, this is the best remake I've ever played. Simply because it takes a level that I absolutely hate and turns it into something I love, while still staying faithful to the source material. The designs are improved while still keeping it simple but polished, just like Necropolis looked. It doesn't go overboard with moving objects and effects, which would make this feel less like a tribute to an ancient level. The level uses the same game mode structure, but the gameplay itself is completely reworked. However, it still uses some of the well-known elements from the original. Fast ball sequences, lots of triples, and 1-block spike gaps. The difficulty has also been rebalanced. Mainly the memory sections has gotten some big buffs, which makes me so happy. Cause in the original they were so boring. They were not even hard to memorize and just became filler. 65 to 72 is still the hardest part of the level, but this time around you can actually get consistent at it. And it's not unbearably difficult compared to the rest, but the level still manages to make the part feel much more intimidating than it actually is by keeping the UFO before as a break. I think it's handled just perfectly. This level wouldn't work as a remake if the entire level was balanced around the same difficulty. As much as I hate Necropolis for its difficulty balance, it's still a huge part of the level's identity, and NecropoliX keeps it intact.